We have all heard about the recent craze regarding ChatGPT on how it can do coding, give us recipes, write our essays, and many more. But how can ChatGPT actually change the way we live and work right now? How will the future look like with this new AI? With that, I'll answer it by giving you guys 5 use cases for ChatGPT. Continue watching to find out more. Hi everyone, Tousou Caveman here. I post videos challenging myself to learn as many skills as possible, while talking about various interesting topics to motivate you to become a better version of yourself than before. While we discuss on today's topic, I'll be learning a pen spinning skill called the Sonic. Do learn it together with me while listening to my commentary. ChatGPT. You have heard about it from friends or seen videos from TikTok on how it can help to do many things that will take hours or days to complete, like writing an essay for your assignment or coding a program. But what is ChatGPT? In short, it is a free-to-use artificial intelligence chatbot developed by the company OpenAI, which gives human-like responses from your inputs. All you need to do is head to their website, create an account, and you're set. Just type in your queries and it'll answer back. But the beauty of this is that it is able to answer in a very digestible and specific manner. For example, I'm trying to think of video title ideas for this YouTube video. All I need to do is type, "Give me 10 video title ideas for my YouTube video regarding ChatGPT." After a couple of seconds, it spits out 10 great video ideas. If I don't like any of them, I just have to ask it to give me another 5 more without me typing the whole sentence again since it remembers my previous input. Now that you know what ChatGPT is, how do we use it in our daily life? Use case number 1. Content creation. Just like how I've used it to think of video title ideas for this video, you can also use it for other aspects of content creation which requires brainstorming. Not necessarily on video titles, but you can also ask it to give ideas on what your next video should be like. The crazy thing about this is you can ask it in a very human-like manner, and it'll give you an answer just like how you would expect from a human. If I ask something like, "Give me 5 video ideas for my self-improvement YouTube channel," it'll give me exactly just that. For Google, you're unable to ask it to give you 5. It'll probably give you 7, 10, or whatever number that the author of the relevant article gives based on what website Google search shows. In other realms of content creation, such as music, it can write lyrics based on what you want. In this case, I want ChatGPT to write me a song about Donald Trump eating a hamburger, and it spits lyrics like a rap god. I don't know much about songwriting, but that looks pretty legit. Use case number 2. Cooking recipes. Well, you can argue that all you need to do is Google for the recipe of whatever dish you want to cook. But what if you don't know what is the dish called? What if you want to cook something with certain items as the highlights, such as broccoli, chicken, but in particular, Asian style? All you need to do is just type it exactly the way you just described it. Give me a recipe that contains chicken and broccoli, Asian style. In a couple of seconds, the recipe is right in front of you. It gives you the ingredients, how to prepare it, and how to cook it. But what if you don't have the ingredients at home? How much of it should you buy? ChatGPT can answer all of that for you. Just ask it to give you a shopping list of the recipe and it'll give you everything in no time. Use case number 3. I'm sure many of you already know this capability of ChatGPT from TikTok videos or from its own homepage. But to people who don't know much about coding like me, I just want to explain how crazy this is. I asked ChatGPT to write me the code for a simple program for the game Snake, which I'm sure mostly only millennials are familiar with it. After a short while, it generated tons of lines for its coding, which might probably be very simple for coders to write, but will nevertheless take them a while, like an hour or more. But it only took seconds for ChatGPT to write it. What's crazy about this is if you were to add some typos here and there and ask it to find the error, it's able to rewrite the corrected code for you. Just think about how coders currently are spending days or weeks to find an error. But with this, you'll be able to not just correct the code, but also able to explain and identify where the error is in seconds. With this AI chatbot, you'll be able to make coding for programs much more efficient, saving lots of time and error, which in turn saves manpower costs by several folds. Use case number 4. Avoiding plagiarism. We already know that ChatGPT is able to write essays for us, but do you also know that it's able to help you avoid plagiarism? All you need to do is paste your essay into the text box. Then at the very top of your pasted content, ask it to help you rephrase the following essay to avoid plagiarism. I've used a couple of paragraphs on Wikipedia to test for plagiarism on a separate online plagiarism checker to ascertain that it's working. Then tried it with the rephrased text given by ChatGPT on this checker. The rephrased text passed the plagiarism test. Do you know what this means? If you're running late for your essay submission, let's say for a history summary of World War II, all you need to do is copy the entire page from Wikipedia, paste it into ChatGPT, then ask it to rephrase everything for you. You can literally finish your submission in less than 5 minutes with no effort at all. I'm not condoning this, but I'm just amazed at how this AI chatbot, which is essentially a tool, can be used to help an average person to this extent. Would there be any ethical concerns regarding this? Maybe, but in my opinion, it's a tool. How you use it depends entirely on the user. If I were to give an analogy, it's like a knife. You're meant to use it in the kitchen to prepare ingredients for cooking, but the user can choose it to use for other purposes. They can use it as an art piece, knife throwing sport, juggling, or in the worst case scenario, to harm someone. Would there be regulations regarding its use for exploitation? Should there be one? I guess it's up for discussion down in the comment section of this video. Use case number 5. Writing a resume. We all know how frustrating it is to craft a resume, much less the cover letter. But with this AI chatbot, you can tell it to write you a resume based on the qualifications that you have. In this case, I'll tell it to craft me a resume while letting it know that I am, let's say, a fresh graduate from Caveman University with a degree in YouTube. In a couple of seconds, it writes a sample resume with the inputs that I gave it. To top it off, you can proceed to ask it to write you a cover letter. And there you go, a finished resume and cover letter ready to be sent to all the companies in the entire country, hoping that they will hire you after you use ChatGPT to get your degree in the distant future. Apart from what I've discussed today on ChatGPT's capabilities, it's able to do much more, and only time will tell what other capabilities it has. Despite its positive side, it still have its limitations, such as not having certain facts correct, especially events that happen after 2021. Asking it too many questions in succession will also give an error, requiring you to refresh the page in order to continue asking it more questions. Should you be concerned on the ethical side of ChatGPT? Should this AI be allowed for use to the public? Would this replace jobs, disrupt the academic sphere, or change the way we use the internet? Well, at this juncture where AI is still in its early stages of blooming, I would just make full use of it to improve my current way of living. I won't concern myself with these questions, as you can only get the answers after using it and experience it more yourself. But looking at its advantages on the academic side of things, I would not use it to write essays for me, as it kind of defeats the purpose of me attending school. But to use it for content creation, shortening brainstorming time would be a lifesaver. Even if it gives me several ideas, at the end of the day, I'm still the one making the decision on which to choose, which still makes my outputs human, and not that of an AI. If you enjoyed this video, give this video a like, share this video with your friends, and subscribe for more interesting content like this video.